Hello everyone, today we're going to study lessons 5 and 6 of Unit 5. So let's start with this quick revision here. Choose the correct answer. The first one, if something is, it doesn't damage the environment. So the answer is eco-friendly. Number 2, passports will soon contain information about the pattern of your eyes. So the answer is biometric. Number 3, although the idea is at the moment, we are sure that it will be considered normal soon. So the answer is unconventional. Number 4, this car is state-of-the-art in design and includes all the latest technology. So the answer is art. So state of the art. So now let's have a look at this grammar lesson. It's about the future perfect and the future continuous. So we use the future perfect to refer back from a future point in time to completed or to a completed action, also in the future. So by this I mean that at a specific time in the future something is completed. So for example, by 2050 we will have built a hotel in the moon. So this action will be completed before this time here. We use the future continuous to talk about an action in progress at a time in the future. For example, in 2022 we will be living on the moon. So at this time something will be in progress. So we form the future perfect with will plus have plus the past participle, like this one here. By Friday afternoon we will have finished the exams. We form the future continuous with will be plus the ing form. For example, this time next month I will be sitting on a beach. So here is the future perfect tense here. It expresses an action which will have been finished at a certain time in the future. It can be said it talks about the past of the future. We can use one of these modals here, will, may or might plus have plus the past participle. Here we have some of these key words here. We have by and we have in. For example, by next July we will have finished our exams. So before this time this action is completed. The second example, I will have bought a car in 3 years' time. We have the future continuous tense. It expresses an action which will be in progress at a certain point in the future. So the key words like this time or all that plus future. So like this one here, we will be having Unit 4 this time next week. She will be watching TV all the day tomorrow. So 10 years from now I will be working as a CEO of a multinational company. This time next week we will be lying on a beach in Spain. By 2100 the temperature of the earth will have risen by 2 Celsius. By the time you finish eating, we will have all fallen asleep. Now let's do this exercise here. The first one, in 2020 my family will be moving to Saudi Arabia. Use have. So the answer is by 2020 my family will have started to move to Saudi Arabia. Number 2, by 2050 the world will have run out of petrol. Use be. So the answer is before 2050 the world will be running out of petrol. Number 3. In 2022, players will be playing the World Cup in autumn. Use by. So the answer is, by 2022, players will have started to play the World Cup in autumn. Number 4. By 6 o'clock, I'll have finished doing my homework. Use at 5 o'clock. So the answer is, at 5 o'clock, I will be doing my homework. So now let's move to lesson 6. Now let's do this exercise here. Choose the correct answer. The first one. Will she her studies by 2020? So the answer is, will she have finished? Number 2. In 2022, Mona and her sister in their new house in Cairo. So the answer is, will be living. Number 3. By 2200, all marine life because of all the oil being spilt in the seas. So the answer is, will have died. Number 4. Will she around the world in 2030? So the answer is, will she be traveling? Number 5. By 2022, I, the staff of my new company. So the answer is, have trained. So now let's have a look at these new words here. The first one here is opportunities. So it's a time when a particular situation makes it possible to do or achieve something. For example, you will have the opportunity to ask any questions at the end. The second word is pessimistic. So by this I mean expecting bad things to happen or something not to be successful. So I can say they appeared surprisingly pessimistic about their chances of winning. We have the word uninhabitable, so it means not fit to live in. So I can say the building was totally uninhabitable. We have the word argue. So to argue is to speak angrily to somebody because you disagree with them. For example, my brothers are always arguing. We have the word disastrous. It's very bad or harmful or unsuccessful. So I can simply say a disastrous harvest or fire or result. We have the word in conclusion. So I mean by this, it's the end of something such as a speech or a piece of writing. So I can simply say the conclusion of the book was disappointing. We have facing. So if you face a particular situation or it faces you, you have to deal with it. For example, the problems faced by one-parent families. We have the word support. So to support is to help or encourage somebody or something by saying or showing that you agree with them. So I can simply say these measures are strongly supported by environmental groups. We have the word evidence. So by evidence I mean it's the facts, signs or objects that make you believe that something is true. So I can simply say there is convincing evidence of a link between exposure to the sun and skin cancer. So that's it for today. I hope you understand this lesson. Goodbye.